282.
The Bing Bong episode.
Bing Bong. Dude, do you remember Bing Bong? Whatever happened to Bing Bong?
Yeah, 2014. That was crazy.
It went woke.
What's the other Bing Bong thing? He says like Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Because whenever Bing Bong comes up at work, it's followed by something about Joe Biden.
Yeah, he says, I love Joe Biden. Bing Bong.
They shouldn't know about him.
Yeah, why do you guys know about Joe Biden?
They shouldn't know about him.
Well, I'm going to be an American soon.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be the 51st state pretty soon.
It's going to be awesome because you're going to be able to do the live show with no problem.
Yeah, that's true. And I could move somewhere warmer too.
Good.
I'm trying to figure out where I should go once we're the 51st. That'd be a big ass fucking state, man. They better like just make all the provinces like their own little states, or
no.
Like,
Canada's one state, the state of Canada.
They're changing all the names of all the Spanish cities too. Like Miami now is just gonna be called My Love. My Love, Florida, cool. Instead of Miami.
Florida's gonna be called Flower.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna give Hawaii back to the Hawaiians, like in that movie we talked about.
Yeah.
And then Canada's gonna replace Hawaii.
Yeah. It would be funny if we took like part of Canada, but we left the ones that are shitty. Like Nunavut and Northern Territories and Prince Edward Island. Like, that can be Canada. That can be Canada, but
yeah, you keep seeing those people. Why do no Canadians live here? And it shows like the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. It's like, well,
if we just took the parts of Greenland that have cities on them, like the sliver where they have actual settlement, we just take that and the rest is Denmark.
The same type of dipshits that loved, even if they're like not usually political, the same type of dipshits are like, we need to storm Area 51 like 5 years ago, are now like, I can't wait to move to Greenland. Fuck you. Fuck, man. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it is kind of tailor-made for the dumbest guys, which is kind of what they want. The kind of guys who voted for Trump. They want a guy who's going to say, we're going to invade Greenland because it's big on the map, because it's like a thing that dumb guys can understand.
Trump's threatening tariffs to Denmark now. Like, Denmark's probably like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, okay.
Or fine.
But it makes sense because, like, I mean, you just want the dumbest guys living over there anyways. Who cares?
Yeah, they should move there.
Yeah, they should all move there.
Greenlanders do not deserve a bunch of fucking Trump dipshits.
No, they don't.
Moving there.
But we bring them
I'll live here now, so I'm allowed to hunt whales once a year, too. Fuck you. That's how it would be.
Yeah, they should settle the snow. That is what we used to do. We used to take the dumbest guys who couldn't hack it out east and just send them to the new land we found and say, go start a farm. Most of the time, it didn't really work.
The ones that rolled all the way west just end up in Oregon. They were the first half died. They were the first half of the Oregon settlers that are like, no slavery here. In fact, no black people at all.
Yeah. Yeah. We solved that slavery issue.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd see a big influx of people from like Alaska moving to Greenland because they're like, well, this place is even more remote?
I don't think so. It would still be incredibly expensive in the way Alaska is.
Yeah, it's even more so.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking like fucking ferries for 12 kids to go to school.
And there's like, don't you get like paid to live in Alaska? You get like the federal,
the oil thing, yeah.
So that would be bad for the economy then if you take over Greenland.
It's just easier to be a useless like pariah of society because you're like a sexual predator in Alaska than it is in Greenland. Like, you have to have some sort of use in Greenland still, or you just drink yourself to death and get one of those graves where it's just a bunch of rocks on top of it with a cross stuck in it. It's so creepy.
Yeah, it's one of those places where there isn't really an economic reason to move there.
No, not unless you're like a geologist.
Yeah, you have to have a specialty where you're like
a
whale oil biologist, a whale oil collector.
Not just like Braulio. You actually would have to have be skilled at something.
You have to be whale red. How about that?
That's right. Hey.
How about that one?
They should send those guys on a Moby Dick trip.
Yeah.
We should just do that. We should take all the dumbest Americans who love Trump and just send them up to Greenland, and they can try and kill whales and try and farm in the snow. And if it doesn't work out, well, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what happens.
It's better if you die. It's actually better if you die.
Not a bad.
It's better for everybody involved.
Not a bad.
The
point.
Arctic seas with all their sport boats from Miami that they took with their flags on it.
Just leaving off the coast of Florida
everywhere.
Yeah, driving your little boat just up the coast.
Well, it's water. You can get there fast.
You could probably do that. You would run out of fuel pretty quick, but
I don't think.
you
I
knew
think
where the
all those
currents
guys
were?
should. Come on.
I think they should do it.
It goes in a
You
big
could always have
circle.
a
It's
sail.
easy. You don't have to use your gas. You can get a sail.
You just have to get in the currents. You might have to go
Mhm.
south to Africa, but that's okay.
Greenland has a little bit of street view coverage too, but it's just Trekker, which means they have the backpack camera.
Hmm.
And there's one at Brattahlid, which is the first Norse settlement.
Oh.
And there's people that live there. Those are the guys that wish all the Nazi guys wish they could live there practically, but they can't. They couldn't hack it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that'd
Yeah.
be cool as hell.
Well, how good is the internet?
Horrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go there and try to live a trad lifestyle, but I'm gonna need at least like 20 ping or less.
Starlink now is probably unironically pretty good for there.
Yeah, I mean, I would move to the Arctic if it wasn't for the internet thing. I like online gaming too much, or else I'd be out there in the snow.
I would move there if it wasn't so cold.
Yeah, if it was warmer, maybe in about 10 years I'll move.
Look at
there.
those sellers. They're still like functional.
Oh, well, we could be buyers.
Oh, that's cool.
It
Yep.
looks like the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do some scary stuff there. It probably looks really scary at night if you're here, or like in the winter.
But you can't see shit.
Your eyes would adjust. I heard that they can see in the dark.
I think I could live just about anywhere if it wasn't for the weather, or the language barrier, or like the cost of living there, or the travel time.
I could live there. Put me there with unlimited food and a strong internet connection and unlimited money, and I could live there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Put a dome over it so it doesn't snow. Like,
Put a dome over it.
yeah, if you could make like a giant gazebo that protects me from the elements, I could live pretty much anywhere. I could live in the ocean. Like, I could live in the middle of the fucking ocean if you made an artificial island for me that was like 5 miles wide and 5 miles deep.
It had like farming that you didn't have to do.
Yeah, if it had like a 7-Eleven on it and a Walmart, like a super Walmart, like it could be like a Target if you want, like
Yeah,
a
put
super Target.
Put a Bucky's on there.
A Super Bucky's?
on an island.
Yeah, it should be a Bucky's because I'm gonna need a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need hats and like frames.
I saw it was in my YouTube algorithm while I was streaming the other day, and I got this article or this video that was like rage bait to me, and it was this guy that was like, I lived off dollar store food for a week, and it had like 9 million
yeah.
views in a week, and I'm like, bro,
Wow.
I grocery shopped at Dollar Tree for like 3 years. Fucking,
Yeah.
it's not hard to do. It just sucks.
Yeah.
But you feel fucking stupid for not making a video out of it. You could have been YouTube rich.
He looks like every other guy with like shoulder length hair and glasses and a mustache that's on YouTube. So I mix them all together, and their name is always Nick or something. Nope.
There are somehow a lot of adults in their 20s and 30s who just didn't get the idea that, like, if you have $20 until the end of the month, you don't order pizza. Like, you
Well-
have to buy a bag of rice at the dollar store.
Oh, all right, but what if pizza's $16.99 that night?
Well, that's fine. Like, you try to explain to someone, well, you don't order DoorDash. They're like, what?
What?
So I order Uber Eats? Or Postmates? You mean Postmates?
Grubhub?
Grub? Oh, they must mean Grub.
Well, also, I think a lot of people, when they say, like, oh, I only have $20 in my bank account, but I have, like, $2,000 in available credit, well, okay, I'm fine.
Well, that's basically your bank account.
yeah,
That's your other bank
basically
account.
free money.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people, unfortunately, live where they're just like, yeah, like, I can just open credit cards and then, like, I don't know. I guess whatever happens just sort of happens.
Trump will fix it.
Yeah.
Trump will make Mexico pay for it.
Credit cards are good for that, though. Good on that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. They'll save you, but like, you know, you do have to pay it back, which I think a lot of people,
No.
especially in their early 20s,
Not if you
don't,
die.
'cause that's true, actually. Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Or if you take it out in someone else's name.
But it's the same. Ooh, yeah. Have some children.
Or if you steal
open up
one
some
from
lines of
somebody
credit
else.
in their name. But it's the same. It's the same aspect of like the student loans. I remember being like, I was like 17 or 16, and I knew somebody that was like 2 years older than me, and he was like, yeah, I took out like $50,000 in loans, and I got like a car, and I got all this stuff, and I was just like, huh, like, don't you
Oh, okay.
don't you have to pay that back? Like, even at 16, I was like, I don't think that's like, I thought that's for school.
Yeah, the ones that you can't discharge ever, they make it impossible. Even if you go bankrupt, you have to pay that back forever. Even if you're like 65, they'll still make you pay student loans. That's fine. You can spend that on Bitcoin.
Not if you're
Mhm.
a student of life.
That's true.
That's
Mm.
right. School of hard knocks. I took out a lot of money to go to the School of Hard Knocks, then I found out it wasn't real. I figured since it had a Facebook page, it was real.
They'll actually refund you because they refunded, 2 years ago or 3 years ago? They refunded a bunch of people who went to like ITT Tech or one of those bullshit scam colleges.
Vin School, yeah.
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 Oh wow. I was looking for this, but I found it.
Man, I should have gone to a fake school. Then I could just get a big check in the mail.
Yeah.
That's the Greenland location where I lost a 700 country streak. So I've
Damn.
never seen
Wow.
that coverage before.
What'd you think it
You should have
was?
said Greenland.
Somewhere nearby. I think we said Faroe or like
Florida?
the Scottish Isles, like Skye.
It's definitely somewhere where they had Norsemen. That's definitely Norse.
No, it's a
No,
little
I think it's
south-
pretty south, actually.
South.
Southland.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
might be like South America. I think that's probably Christmas Island, or maybe like it's either Svalbard or Christmas Island.
It's definitely not Christmas Island because there's a house back there and there's no lights on it.
Dude, you want to hear? You
Oh,
want to hear
okay.
a base to this, dude? It's actually it was a Catholic church in the abandoned Greenlandic Norse settlement of Havalsey, and it is the best preserved Norse ruins in Greenland. The church was also the location of the last written record of the Greenlandic Norse, a wedding in September 1408.
Wow.
All right, so they're not even using it. They're not even using it.
They have the name of the people that got married there in 1408. Thorstein Olafsson and Sigrid Bjornsdottir.
That's interesting. There's always articles where it's like, oh, this country like will pay you or like give you a free house. And then when you like look into it, it's always something like this, where it's just
I wonder why.
like half a house. There's broken down rocks.
On the Wikipedia, it shows what all the little rock formations were for. The farmstead buildings, the horse pen, and the banquet hall and shit. It's cool.
What about the store?
Oh,
that's-
yeah. Where's the store?
Which one of them was the
Hold on.
store?
it's on the other
I'm,
side of
I'm
the mountain in
scrolling
the
through.
town.
Okay, that X. You can't go further.
Oh yeah, there. I see the one that's sort of like you can sort of see the McDonald's arches. They're kind of faded.
So you know what really pissed me off is like there's a bunch of rocks on the ground, and that's hard to drive on. So what? How do you get to this? How do you get to this pier?
Well, that's probably why they left, because they had so many car accidents.
Yeah,
That's not safe to drive on.
they got
Well, they drive on the right side of the road, right?
Oh, maybe it's on the other side of the
So-
mountain.
No, the wrong side.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why they don't have roads then.
a bunch of dumbasses talking to each other.
Yeah.
Live editing wiki.
Yeah, a group of 8-year-olds who just got a head injury.
Where? How did I do this?
Dude,
It's
we're
fucking bullshit.
We're cyber terrorists. Let's go defaced some
Terrorists.
Wikipedias.
I remember there was a kid in 6th grade who figured out how to open the source on Google. Like, he just clicked view source, and he was like, I hacked it.
Oh, okay.
I just hacked it. And I said, no, I don't think so.
I knew the order you press the buttons on a soda machine to access the menu.
Yeah, I knew. I've talked about it before because it was the same day. There was this kid that was next to me at the jukebox there used to be like a mini Rock and Roll Hall of Fame display at the Palace of Auburn Hills. So
Mhm.
that, like, you go to the concourse level during Pistons games or Vipers games and just walk around, and they had like Madonna's pointy bra, so you just stand there and be hard.
Oh,
Whoa! No, it was like they had like memorabilia from like the time, like that was Madonna's bra from when she performed that tour at the Palace. Like that shit was there.
Mhm.
I think it all
Mhm.
went back to the actual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they destroyed the Palace, but they had like a Jimi Hendrix guitar there and shit. But there's a jukebox there, and it was one of the first ones where it was like digital display. And I remember this. There was like all I could like describe as like a bad kid. Like I was like 11 or 12, and this kid was also probably that age, but he had like an earring and like a
Ooh, he's really bad then. Yeah.
He had a yo-yo with a skull on it.
he had Jonathan Taylor Thomas hair and an earring and like the nice version of Airwalks, like not the cheap ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And he was listening to "Heaven Is a Half Pipe" by OPM,
Nope.
and
Hell yeah.
over and over. And then he was like, check this out. And we went to the vending machines by the stairs, and he did the code thing,
Mhm.
Oh, hell
Sick.
yeah.
and I never forgot it. And it worked for like the next 3 years.
Jacking into the Matrix, baby.
Mhm.
I
So that's
thought
like-
badass.
I think I read like on a forum somewhere, or maybe I was like looking it up as a 13-year-old, that you could like get it to dispense free cokes once you got into the mainframe.
Yeah, there was a bunch of shit you could do, like depending on the machine for so long. It was always on forums that was just like nothing fancy. It looked like the shittiest forums in the world, just text.
Yeah, just V bulletin plain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever download the Anarchist Cookbook?
Yes.
I'm sure at some point.
Have you ever made anything out of it?
Nah.
No, I remember reading about it.
I've almost made stuff by accident just doing stupid shit in the garage, but not on purpose.
My friend Stefano and I tried to make napalm once.
I
And
remember you talking
yeah.
about that. It's so stupid.
should I say what the recipe was?
I think it's styrofoam and
And
Styrofoam
gas.
gasoline or
Yeah,
something,
so
right?
we took those things and mixed them in a Snapple bottle, and then went to like behind the trailer park in this field and lit it on fire and like just tossed it on the ground, and it, well, of course, burned a lot and wouldn't stop burning.
Oh,
and
that
so,
one guy in Manitoba would hate you that's scared of fires.
yeah.
So Stefano ran over and started like stomping it out, and he had like flames going up to his waist, and he said it like singed his ball hairs, but I think that was just hyperbole.
Why don't you just call him Stefan now?
That's a good
Yeah, I
one.
know, right? He decided to not be Italian anymore.
He's been here long enough. Yeah, I just made one of those in Southern California. I just
Oh,
got
wow.
back.
Yeah. Well, how
I
was your
think
trip?
I put it out. Oh, it was pretty good. I watched Big Hero 6 on the plane.
No, nice.
I was doing the weather nerd thing by being like, "There's going to be some real haboobs in LA this week," and posting like how dry it is there, and those winds are coming in, and the winds all day were like 55 miles an hour sustained, and overnight they're going to be up in the 80s to 100. It's so crazy.
Well,
And
that's
they're-
good.
but-
To put out the fires.
It was so funny because Hassan had turned it on like it was showing like the Palisades fire and all the dust and shit. Whenever it was coming in, like, what the fuck happened? It looked like a plane crash or something. It's like just nature.
Jesus.
Yeah, people keep abandoning their cars on the road, and they have to put out public announcements saying, please leave the keys in there. You need to leave the keys in there so we can move it, or else we're just going to have to like fling it off the road with a bulldozer.
You're already abandoning your fucking car in the middle of the freeway. Just leave the keys in too.
Like you're abandoning your house and your car. Maybe if you have to go to like another CVS in a
Mhm.
different part of the country, then you want to flash your card.
Yeah, someone's stealing it. Like it literally looks like the fucking Walking Dead highway. How the cars are like just zippered in and stopped.
Well, if you think about it, the last GTA took place in LA, so they just thought like, oh, someone can walk up and like get into my car and just like drive it away, so it's fine.
Yeah, they press triangle.
Yeah. They press triangle. It's super easy.
Tom's a dumbass. It took place in Los Santos.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought they were the same. I thought they were close to each other.
Yeah,
I don't know maps,
Ohio
dude.
geography
I don't
right
do
there.
the fucking
Yeah,
geoguessr.
I'm not the maps guy. I'm all smug about it. Then I go look up. I'm like, where the fuck is Los Santos?
Yeah.
Well, they just haven't mapped
Gaslighting.
it yet.
I find this tiny little town on like the Texas border. I'm like, there it is. Just close the map.
No, they mapped it. There was a map that came with the game.
Oh, I don't remember.
I guess Google doesn't know about it.
I got it digitally.
Dude, games that came with the map as a poster were goated. WoW had that for.
Remember?
I had the Oblivion one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
There was-
Andrew had the Oblivion map on his wall.
I had the Skyrim one on my wall because that was the one thing I had on my wall in my apartment. And someone was like, "You need to hang something up." So I was like, "All right."
That's so awesome.
I bought the collectors. I have the fucking Skyrim dragon sitting around somewhere still
That's
too.
badass.
I'm going to buy it next time.
It's gonna be worth millions in 20 years and some.
I got a statue of the WoW, the last boss in Molten Core from WoW Classic. It's a big ass
Wow.
Ragnaros. Came with the chest. I got that for free. Shout out to the Blizzard employee that sent me that. Yep.
Shout out.
They didn't send me
How
shit.
come I didn't
so-
get one?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they
I'm,
like
not,
me.
I'm not doing that any
Oh,
fucking
okay.
shout outs for them.
You didn't
So,
bring
like,
enough
man,
for the whole
I've
podcast.
also
Yeah, I
played
guess
like
you guys
a-
got one.
I played a shitload of WoW.
I wouldn't know what it was, and I would throw it in the trash. I would whip it through my neighbor's car window, but I still want it.
Maybe I'll resell mine right now. Let me see.
I would throw napalm at it. I would stomp it out.
Why don't I get one?
I would buy a CRT off of Craigslist and then whip it through the screen.
Well, you can make your own, as Borg said. Make your own.
Oh yeah,
CRT
I think I'm gonna
TVs.
3D print one so I can stomp on it.
$400 right now. Not bad.
Speaking of that, there were the people who owned our house before used to work at a university, and they worked in like a shipping department. So I get
Doxed.
these Uline magazines, and it's like all like office shit and like just supply, like you can just mass order stuff, and that's what the catalogs that Borg thinks like still around. You can order stuff where you can get like 50 containers for like 100 hats.
Those are so awesome.
Yeah, we were watching a video on Sunday from Borg, the guy who talks like Homer Simpson, and he's a Nazi, and he does backyard wrestling sometimes. Apparently, his new thing is that he doesn't want to order stuff online or go to the store. He wants to order stuff from catalogs.
Mail order catalogs.
Bring it back.
Yes.
We need to bring that back, and I'm not really sure why.
He had a really good tweet about it the other day, and I read it while we were recording, but the conversation moved on. Let me try and find it here.
You know how there's some people who are just like contrarians to be contrarians?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy in the GeoGuessr community that's like that, and he's an older guy too. He's like in his 40s or 50s.
This fucking tweet. Here's my middle finger to Sony and Microsoft for ruining console gaming. I call this my games that you own collection. Off to play checkers. And it's
Oh
this
my
like terrible
fucking
photo
God,
of a
man.
checkers board,
Christ.
and then shoots and ladders for like ages
Yeah, the
3
box
and
of
up.
shoots and ladders. It's like way too on the nose for what it actually is. Which is just a guy who's never had a job and who's in his parents' house dicking around at age 43. And he's just like digging through the garage and he's like, oh, I found a ball and a stick. I found a stick and a hoop. This is actually better than the new games coming out
Yep.
because they're woke and I don't buy those games anymore and I never did, but this is better and fuck you.
And I'm not allowed to because I have no money. What's really depressing? It's really depressing that he's got that set up, that game of checkers, and it's just it's for one
Is he
person.
playing against the computer? Like,
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of the thing is that you have to
have to have
a
someone
friend there
else.
to play checkers with you, but he wouldn't want to do that because then you would have to go somewhere or like invite somebody over.
So I found what I was looking for. The first tweets was him saying the following things are dying: social media, chat sites, video sharing, streaming, i.e. Netflix, YouTube TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, which I don't think's true. People just complain about them a lot, but they're clearly successful, right?
Yeah, they're like universal. Like every other person, they subscribe to a ton of those.
And he says he's going back to CRT TVs, like you guys said before, antennas. He's big on TV antennas. But
A collection of movies at least.
Marge, there will come a day when I say goodbye to eBay and return to ordering stuff from catalog. Oh, sure, you got a request for a catalog, and then you got to hope that you don't lose your form and payment with it in the mail. eBay is still convenient for now, but it will die.
I'm sure.
It will die.
It's awesome. Yeah, he's still at the point of like being a teenager and you hear that the PS3 just came out and you're not going to get one until Christmas or you might not get one at all and you're like, it has no games. It fucking sucks. It has no games.
I always talks about the convenience of eBay. That is somebody that doesn't buy anything that's like a a life item. It's like just shit like old games and shit. Like
Yeah.
eBay is his Amazon. He doesn't even think about that type of shit because he's never ordered like shampoo or anything.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's where you
Fucking
can just
crazy.
buy like Frosty the Snowman DVD because I'm looking at that's one of the DVDs he owns as his personal Netflix.
There's a
Yeah.
guy like this though that's from the GeoGuessr community, and he got into an argument one day in someone's like chat during a tournament about how paying. He was mad that his electric company won't let him pay in person anymore because he liked to go up there
That's so annoying.
to the company and pay with his card or with a check.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
how he's like, if I can help it, I don't pay anything online.
You're a psychopath and everyone hates you.
Yeah,
Aren't you playing a game online?
He's like, I wish I could send a paper check to GeoGuessr to Stockholm every year for my membership instead of putting my card online.
Why don't you
And
just
it's-
get a real fucking paper map then and like just play at home by yourself, moron? You can't be online playing a game and complain about it.
This is a man who gets fucking stressed out over the littlest thing all the time to the point where he was in the hospital for a heart attack.
Good.
And he makes his
Good.
life so much
Yeah.
harder by like being like, actually, when everything was harder, it was better, so I like it. And it's like you are just, oh my god, incorrigible is the word for people like that.
Yeah, probably the stress was from like trying to pay his taxes to the IRS office with a big barrel of pennies.
He's trying to write a fucking check to McDonald's.
And he spilled them all over the street. Yeah, like that's the most insane shit old people say where they say, "Oh, I don't want to use a debit card because it's more secure to use a check." Like it's got your bank account number and the routing number and your home address and your name and your signature and probably your phone number on it. And also you can't cancel it. Like I guess you can cancel the check number if you remember it.
If you hand me your card and you think you're being smart because it's a tap card or whatever, and I'm not going to swipe and get your info, I could just do it the old way, hold a piece of receipt paper over it while it's in my hand, and rub a fucking fat crayon over it and have your number on my paper. And then I would go put it into whatever I want and buy it online before you notice. That's how you
Yeah, I
steal
love
numbers
my
back in
crayon.
the day. Yeah, one of those big fat purple crayons.
Yeah, I always carry my crayon. Me at the cashier at like Target and be like, hold on, we got a new policy. I have to run a crayon over your card.
Hold on, I learned the crayon method, just writing with crayon on construction paper, writing their number down, and you're using both hands to hold the crayon. You're like, 5.
I would be way too much of a pussy to like ruin my life over some small shit
I
like
know.
that, so I never
No, that's the
did.
dumbest shit people do. Or when they get a job and they go through 3 weeks of training and shit, and then they steal $20 from the till.
Oh
And they
man, that was
find
one
out
of my
instantly.
cousins.
That's always
He
gas
got-
station employees because I think
He
like,
got fired from like 3 or 4 different jobs, one of which was Five Below for stealing merchandise from a fucking Five Below, man. What do you not have $5?
It's the same thing with DoorDash, where people like they have an order where they're gonna get $7.25 at the end of it,
Mhm.
and they have to open it up and eat half of it, and then the person complains and they get no money. And you could have just taken the money and then bought your own meal, and it would be cheaper.
The assistant manager of the GameStop I worked at got fired for stealing like a bottle of window cleaner, a roll of paper towels, and Nintendogs out of the used game bin. And they like,
Oh, that's the most embarrassing shit.
they took him out in handcuffs and everything.
Oh, shit, that's
Yeah,
insane.
it was
What?
wild.
Stealing a markdown game for kids.
Andrew had a coworker they despised at Best Buy that had a cop show up and arrest some situation because he was stealing consoles from the end caps at night and like slipping them out with trash and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Damn, like they're not gonna notice.
But at least
that.
that's worth it. At least,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, at least
stealing
you can sell those for
Nintendogs and then
something.
like the free like bottle of like wash and paper towel. You can get in
Yeah.
trouble for stealing paper towel.
And doing that on camera, like there's a way to get paper towels like in your bag or something.
There was one of the schools I worked at that was just full on nepotism. Like the whole school was 2 families basically that were all the teachers and the custodian. And the lunch lady was the head custodian's wife. So he would, her like Cisco truck order would get there at a time where it even shouldn't even be. And he would make like the peons like me unload her kitchen and like stock it and shit, which it wasn't even my job. So I stole fucking XXX vitamin water every single week, cases of it from that guy. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll fucking unload your wife's truck and I'm gonna fucking unload this right into my car right here when I take the trash out. Fuck you.
That was the taste of the 2000s right there.
Oh yeah. 50 cents flavor.
XXX, because it's named after porno. That's what they
Yep.
drink in porno.
Well, actually, it was Vin
And they
Diesel.
also put cum in it.
I drink and get hard immediately.
Yeah, they also put Vin Diesel's cum and pee in it.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Now I drink that.
Take
Ah,
one
man,
in,
the
it's no
fact-
longer porno, it's beer.
When we
Dos
when we
Equis.
watched that video of Nate and like actually listening to describe his tattoos as being inspired by Vin Diesel, like XXX tribal tattoo.
I actually ran an auction on eBay for someone to pay for it, and I didn't even give them the choice of what the tattoo was going to be. The winning bid was probably about $250, $300. I had no idea what to get, but I knew I liked the tattoo that Vin Diesel had in the movie XXX on my left tricep, so I got kind of a modified version of that. It's a little bit smaller. Actually turned out pretty good. I was happy with it.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird that he's that much of like a dumb guy. Like if you heard someone say that and it wasn't him, just out of context, you would assume like, oh, this is a guy who like he like beat his wife and he's in jail, or he just like did a test drive for a Camaro and slammed it into a wall or something like that. But he's like a very overweight guy who loves kids movies and dating very old women.
And
And
Christmas.
Yeah, do it. Well, like it's weird. It's weird because like he's so obsessed with like the Goonies and like old movies. Like he gets tattoos
All 4 of them.
and makes his kids look like sloth, and everyone's
know.
confused.
And everyone
so
asks
it's
me
like
if
he has
that's
4
my
kids.
kid.
And but then it's like, oh, I also love XXX so much that I had to get a tattoo like 7 years ago.
Well, half of
Like,
it.
what?
Half the tattoo.
That's such good lore.
I like how he said it's not exactly the same. It's like, yeah, because yours fucking stops because you're probably
Yeah.
whimpering.
Because he's crying and his arm was too big.
When it got on the inside of his bicep, which is supposed to be real sensitive for tattoos, you know he was fucking yelping.
I don't think it even wraps around. I just think it was outer bicep.
Yeah, that was part of the video of him bragging about the tattoo is a picture of him like wincing and like looking like he's crying while they're giving him the tattoo on just his outer arm.
Which is like the easiest place to be tattooed.
I went back and watched his video, the first video he made. Oh, when his old wife was still alive but dying, and he made the "I'll love you forever, Virginia" or whatever. I'll never forget you.
Before she died, he just left because she was too sick.
The video starts, and he so clearly has fake Visine tears. They're equally rolling down his face at the same time, right when the camera starts. Like you can tell him, with, it's so nasty.
Maybe he's just a goated crier.
That would be a great Fortnite name.
The goated crier.
The goated crier.
There was some kids that we went to church with. My brothers and I were notorious for calling kids nicknames for like, fucking, just forever after one time. And there's these kids who, they were around until like they were seniors in high school, like junior and senior in high school. But there's these two brothers, and there was one mass where they were serving like their altar boys, and they started crying in the middle of the mass because they weren't sitting by each other because it's just like weird little kid shit. And we called them the crying kids until they were like 19. We see them at like the movie theater, be like, "What up, the crying kids?" And you can see them be like, "Oh fuck, it's the Hudsons."
Were they sitting next to each other in the movie theater?
Hopefully.
They better have been. If they weren't crying, they probably were.
Girlfriends on the outside, so they can sit by each other, not cry.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are sitting by each other. Have a good
the
night.
girls can be on the outside.
Are you guys here to see the crying games? Just kidding. The crying kids. Andrew and I had so many like that. There's this other kid that was like, he kind of looked like Stinky from Hey Arnold, like the long-nosed, tall kid. I think it was me that started it. Without ever learning his name, I started calling him the Jamester. And then we found out later his name was Andrew something, but we still called him the Jamester for like the next 20 years. After one time.
Just because he looked like a Jamester?
I think it was because that was his dad's name, and I got confused once I thought it was his name.
Yeah, they should have named him that.
He was one of those kids that was like 6 feet tall at 11. Great to have around for sports.
The Jamester.
Yep.
Wonder what he's up to.
He's a slender man. He's like, I think he's an engineer now. He's successful. He's a smart guy.
Good for him.
He's chilling.
That's good.
I gave my one roommate in college a nickname that he hated that stuck because it was just like his name was Eric, so I just called him Rick, like apostrophe RIC.
So annoying.
And everyone, but he hated it, so like we would all do it, and then like we'll be like, "Oh, what's up? What's Rick up to?" And then like, but we all kind of still do it because we know it annoys him, but it's like that's all that everybody calls him now is Rick.
I think Rick is better than Eric.
There were so many friends like that where like I ended up just forgetting their real names. Like I had a friend named Mike who was a semi-pro golfer, and he would work seasonally at my dad's car wash because he would just come up and be visiting his family for like a month. He was from Fort Wayne, and he was just like an interesting dude, like divorced dad of one, like kind of a cool uncle type guy, kind of a fuck up, but a cool one. But he was legendary because he had a fucking massive dick to the point where like everyone just knew about it, and they called him Donkey Dick, and then everyone just called him Donk.
That's awesome.
That's a great nickname to explain too if you ever have to.
I mean, later on, like you'd see him years later, and he'd be with like his fucking new family, be like, "Donk, what's up?" And it's like, "Oh, you kid here."
Yeah, no wonder he had a new family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of his families
High fiving his wife. It's awesome, huh?
Bet you're liking that.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, and he showed me that, not in a weird way though, in a cool way.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it before you.
I saw it. He wasn't showing me. I kind of walked in on it and just weirding her out. She got like her kids in the stroller. Well, I gotta go.
Yeah, I was about that old. Anyway, I gotta go to the store.
He was a cool guy.
My college roommate he just told us for some reason, he had like kind of curly hair. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't really like it. Like in high school, people used to call me Curly Fry, and it really pissed me off." Which he should have never told us because we just like kept calling him Curly Fry, and he would get like red face pissed off like he was gonna fucking hit something, and so you could only bust it out like every now and then.
It's a really easy solution. If curly hair, just get a short haircut.
Yeah,
Problem solved.
Yeah, or don't tell people your most hated nickname.
Or that. Yeah.
No, straighten your hair out and fry it, and have like scene hair and look like a dweeb for like 3 years and regret it later.
That's a good move.
At least no one will make fun of you.
During the summers, like my cousins and I would like all like we'd all go we would go to like one house for like 4 straight weeks and just like live at my aunts and uncles. And then one of my cousins didn't always get along with was pissing me off, and I called him skin tag and said he had a skin tag instead of a penis. And that stuck for like 6
Skin
years
tag's a good
until
one.
like my aunt had to tell me to stop saying it.
It was probably true, because she would know.
To this day, in my head, he's still skin tag.
Yo, what's up, skin tag?
He got very upset about that.
We had a friend Isaac. We would just call him I suck. That stuck.
I suck.
Yeah, he probably
I
did.
suck.
Fuck, that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss that shit.
Yeah, I wish I had nicknames for my cousins. They were all older than me.
I knew 2 different people. I had a friend and a coworker who both we called Chicken. Like one because his last name kind of sounded or like was Chick something, like Chickson, and we called him Chicken. And the other guy was just this weird guy who worked in the warehouse driving the forklifts, and he would like waddle while he walked and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like cool with us calling him Chicken, except for like when we were helping customers load up like stuff in their car. I'd be like, and I'd address him as Chicken, and he'd like pull me aside. He's like, "Please don't call me Chicken in front of the customer. Like, back here is
Yeah.
cool, but not out there." I was
They
like,
think my name is Chicken.
yeah.
No, that's just my name. No, it's because I have feathers.
It's because I lay eggs.
It's because I have feathers.
I'm glad
It's my
I
cloaca.
had a childhood nickname because my dad was Mike too. So to avoid confusion, my grandpa and then
So you were Mike
my
3?
dad's.
Yo.
Yeah, my dad.
Hey!
No, my dad's side of the family, because my grandpa started, would call me Boogie, and I'm glad that didn't stick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't go by Boogie anymore.
We would have to call you Thin Boogie.
Little book.
Because you're always shaking your ass? Or?
Yeah, actually, kinda. I was a rump shaker. I was
Oh,
always
nice.
dancing.
That was my name, Rump Shaker.
No, really. Who gave
My
you
grandpa called me that.
I did from a very young age, and I think it's because I like loved like Jim Carrey and shit. I thought it was hilarious to run into a room full of adults and just fucking like swing my ass around in big circles like twerking style. And they usually all would be like, oh,
Yeah, 'cause
laughing
it's
their
funny.
ass off. Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
you know they all thought I was a little fruitcake.
Yeah.
I showed them.
Get really offended when people think you're gay.
Yeah, it was fun. Good times. It was good times twerking in the kitchen for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no Diddy.
I miss doing
Yeah,
that.
no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Diddy.
I wish I could have gone back in time and twerked for Diddy.
No, dude.
But time marches on.
Just don't forget the baby oil. Remember that?
Ooh, yeah. How come there isn't adult oil?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Ooh, there is. It's called lube, dude.
Oh, shit.
Dude, shit.
Searching
need
adult
some of
oil
that.
would be really funny. Oh, that
Yeah.
dude! I'm not a pedo. Give me the adult shit.
Yeah, could I get some adult oil? Like, what's
Guy
that?
freaks out, dude. I'm not a pedo.
Yeah, I don't want to put baby oil. Like, Diddy kind of ruined baby oil for me, so.
Yeah.
Diddy ruined it so
Did
good.
he or did he
ruined
not?
it.
Did he?
So now I just put lube all over my face. Because I don't want to be weird.
My Diddy powder.
My Diddy powder.
Diddy powder.
Call it Diddy oil and Diddy powder.
Diddy oil. I'm trying to get some Diddy oil. That's what they call it.
Fuck. Diddy was just doing like adult baby stuff. It wasn't even like weird. It was weird sex stuff. It was just adult baby stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ABDL. Just
He
like
would make us
dress
put him in a diaper, and we would have to like
Just
tuck him
change
in at night. We would have to sing him
ABDP,
lullabies.
Adult baby Diddy parties.
Yeah, nothing like actual sexual, but like just being taken care of like a baby.
I'm an adult Diddy diaper lover.
Yeah.
adult Diddy. An adult.
Yep. I still remember when I was at the Diddy party
ADDL.
and Skylar Gray walked in a diaper and she was holding hands with Blonde Boy.
Oh wow.
It was awesome. Then we had nap time.
Yeah.
We
They'd
all
make
love
us take a
Blonde Boy.
nap, and I got all pissed.
Oh yeah, I would never went down easy.
And then they gave us
Oh,
freeze
no.
pops, but they only had the blue ones, and I wanted a red one, and someone else Usher took the last red one, and I got really mad.
They had the red ones when you were there because they took them away. 'cause of
E40
the
took all the red 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people would take them to get hyper.
He was melting it into his drink and calling it 40 water.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he sold that. That's what that was. His drink. E40's 40 water drink was just a red 40 drink.
Yeah, no wonder he raps so fast. He must be really hyper.
There should be just a red 40 drink. If it's so like it makes you so hyper, why not do that instead of an energy drink?
Yeah, and it
They
comes
did
in
have a red
40.
40 drink. They got
Yeah.
rid of it. Remember Vault?
Yeah.
Vault was the red 40 drink, man.
That's
Google
true.
Google Red Vault energy drink. I think Vault was a Coke product.
Wasn't it?
Vault
There's a
sounds
green one and a red
familiar.
one.
Is like a Vault.
There's
Because then there was
There's-
also like Surge was another one.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Can
Do
you
guys
snort
remember,
red 40 powder?
remember the 7-Up energy drink DNL? Oh man, DNL was
No.
actually good. If you
Vault
Google it,
was
you'll
good.
recognize DNL. You'll remember the logo.
I remember Vault tasting pretty good, but also not having it until like
It was like Mountain Dew adjacent, right?
Yeah, it was by one of those companies.
I think it was like Coke's Mountain Dew or something. Yeah.
DNL was sick because it was green 7-Up.
Oh shit. When I was like 3, I thought that was called Zup.
I think it's
And it would have been better. Because what the fuck? What the fuck is 7-Up? 7 of what?
7-Up.
Is it like a card game?
It's up.
No. 7-Up was it was a game I used to play in the classroom where you'd have to like
Put your
head
heads down.
and
That
then
was
stick your
Heads Up
thumb
7-Up.
Heads Up.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was the good game because then you would go to your friend and you would just like kind of slam his head down on the top of the deck.
I think that was named after the soda, though.
What's that? The game?
Yeah, I think the game was named after the soda because it says the
Probably.
origin of the name is unclear. And it was from the 30s.
Yeah, it's probably just
They
like
just came
you
up with
know,
7. It should have been Zup.
sup.
Fucking stupid.
That would be sup. DNL. Turn your thirst upside down. So that makes you thirsty.
It's a diuretic.
Did you guys ever play the Cool Spot game for Genesis? The 7-Up game?
No.
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 I miss it, though.
Oh.
Oh,
that
I
was
think I
cool.
played that on one of those fucking you get 50 Genesis
Yeah.
games or whatever. Or I just saw it on Angry Video Game Nerd maybe, but that definitely looks familiar.
You saw it on James at a Trident.
Oh, yeah, the guy before James had a Trident.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even know if I ever played on a real Genesis. I think I just played it in like a windowed emulator version of it somewhere.
Yeah, I never had a Genesis.
I had a Genesis.
My parents didn't believe in that because we weren't Christian.
I feel like everyone in my family had a Genesis except us. Like, so we didn't need one, so we just go to my grandma's and play.
My Genesis was my birth. I don't need another one.
That's true.
Back
It
when
was in
you
the
only
Bible.
played video games for a couple hours at most.
Yeah, the
had,
Genesis was the system that I would play at my friends' houses over sleepovers because I never
Yeah.
had one, but I associate the Sega Genesis with sleepovers.
Same thing
Yeah.
with me and
It was a
Yeah,
it
that
was a cool,
Aladdin
Aladdin game
game.
was cool. That my barber had the Aladdin game.
My Genesis was my birth, and then my Exodus was moving out of my parents' house, and my Leviticus was when I got super, super homophobic.
Yep.
I don't know if I told you guys
No.
that part, but yeah, hopefully Jesus comes soon.
Okay.
My numbers is when I learned math.
My first
Your job was
letter of St. Paul to the Puerto Ricans.
My job is when I got a blow job,
Yep. A
a
blowjob.
blow of job, a blow job,
Blow job. Blow job.
hand job.
I got an ass job.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ass jobs are so
Cooler job.
funny to me.
yeah, they're hilarious to do as a bit with your friends.
It's some
Your guy
one
friends.
place to go someone to go search on a porno. Ass jobs.
Ass job.
So funny.
Well, it's funny to think that like you think that like anal sex would be called an ass job.
No, ass job is when you do it.
I know
hot
what
dog
it is,
style.
but it's just funny.
So there's no penetration into the ass, but
Like a blow job is to your mouth, like a hand job's your hand. Then you have an ass job, and you have a vagina job.
Yeah, the guy that thinks ass job is more like a blow job than a tit job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. That's
I'm addicted to self-hand jobs.
Zoomers these days
Mhm.
always talking about foot jobs and ass jobs. I think they need to get jobs.
Yo.
Yeah. I think it's
Motherfucker.
indicative of our
Talking about.
work-obsessed culture in America.
Yeah, it
Yep.
shouldn't be work. It should be pleasure.
Yeah, it should be called a blow play,
Yeah,
a blow fun,
blow fun,
hand fun,
Blow fun. A blow hard.
Hand
Work hard,
pleasure.
blow hard.
blow easy.
blow.
Blow hard's a really funny like old curmudgeon word that I love when it gets used still.
Oh, you old.
Oh, this guy's
Yeah.
a blowhard.
Guy's full of hot air. Rush Limbaugh's a blowhard.
I bet you can make someone tilted if you called him a blowhard in 2025. Oh, don't
Some
be
guy
such a
yelling at you on the
blowhard.
road.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
quit being such a blowhard. What?
Hey,
Pulls out his
jerk off,
gun.
you're a blowhard.
Yeah. The last time I got yelled at like that was the last time we were in Buffalo and we were going to breakfast and I drove the wrong way on a one-way street. And this guy walked and said, "One way, jackass."
Ah, fuck.
That's so cool.
calling people
Yeah,
jackass
it's
is
hilarious.
really
I said,
fun.
"Sorry."
Yeah, the old guy insults are pretty funny, other than the racist ones.
That guy's walking in his own neighborhood smoking a cigarette. It's not my turf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jackass just reminds me of Happy Gilmore when the guy's just yelling at Happy.
Jackass, that guy died
Yeah,
recently.
I know he
sadly.
did. Like last year, 2 years ago, whatever.
Some old guy called me a jackass because I was riding a shopping cart down a hill
No,
with 6 of my friends.
we were doing pranks to each other.
Yeah. I was like I put a lizard up my friend's urethra.
Okay,
Oh,
he
no.
died. He died April Fool's Day. That's not cool.
Oh shit! There's a new Happy Gilmore movie coming out.
Thank
I don't know if
God.
you saw that.
Guy that's all mad about it because Joe Flaherty's not going to be in it and Bob Barker's not going to be in it because they're both dead. Fucking sucks.
Good
Dude,
news,
everyone else
Bad
can-
Bunny's gonna be in it.
Chubbs is already dead by the end of the movie, so
Mm-hmm.
it's okay
Yeah,
that
it's
he
fine.
died.
Kid Cudi's gonna be in it.
His dick was fake in that movie, the horror one,
Kid Cudi.
where he plays a porno guy.
Oh yeah, the X or whatever it was called.
You can never trust anyone's penis in a movie.
Yeah,
Pearl.
I
Yeah.
would think.
Or is it X? I think maybe it is X.
because
Sorry.
Pearl's like the 50 years after X. Or
X
something.
Pearl is a WoW add-on for unit frames.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is X.
It's really
Porno
ugly.
movie from a long time ago where it had the guy's penis.
Kid Cudi real cock
X
JPEG
movie.
GIF.
Yeah, Kid
Kid
Cudi's.
Cudi
I think it was
penis.
X.
Kid Cudi penis Tumblr.
Okay, it's on Reddit. Just saw X. Is Cuddy's dick actually that big, or was it prosthetic? Sorry, this post was deleted by the person who originally posted it.
I don't know. You got to ask him. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to fuck Kid Cudi, I think.
Oh, this is on the Kid Cudi subreddit.
I bet you could find out.
Yep. Hey, how about this? The lonely boner finds him gay at night.
Oh.
Ooh. The original version or the clean version of that is funny. I forget what it even was.
The
Night
lonely
and day.
lonely.
I think it's the Lonely Loner. I
Yeah,
remember.
the lonely loner.
The
Yeah,
Lonely
yeah.
Loner.
I was trying to remember too. It is really funny. Day and night, wink, wink, the lonely loner.
The Lonely Loner.
I love Dang Night by Kid Cudi.
Dang night.
Wink, wink,
Dang night.
dang night.
We don't have songs like that anymore in this dang age.
Nope, we don't have a dang night anymore.
Kid Cudi had a great 2008 to 2012.
Oh yeah.
It's so amazing I didn't die in a drunk driving accident. Then not because I was drunk driving, but because people driving the car were.
Everybody was drunk driving and then trying to get high off the worst weed ever and just rolling around the windows down.
Passing around a
Listen to
fucking
Day and
roach
Night.
clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to free my mind tonight. Do you want to just smoke papers? I ran out of weed, so I'm just going to roll up some more papers in the papers.
Driving through the University of Akron and passing guys who a full car guys who look exactly like us doing exactly what we're doing just every night for
Talking
2
shit
years.
about them.
Yeah,
For no
fucking
reason.
Pussies, what
Look
fucking
at those
losers.
fucking
losers.
Fucking homos. driving past a big mirror on a truck. Look at these fucking homos.
Get into a fight with them.
Yeah, fuck. Hey, jerkwad, get out of here.
This ugly fat guy in the front seat's flipping me off while I'm flipping him off, and his hands moving the same way.
Everybody gotta give him the fucking finger.
They should do that on packs of cigarettes. They like in Australia when they have the gross images on them.
It's just
They
a
should just
mirror.
have a mirror on it.
So you see the fucking seaside marking go
Yeah, it's just see how many people are looking at it. Like, oh, do they really have to put this disgusting shit on the
I
package?
look like shit.
I look like shite.
Bro, putting the mirrors on any cigarette pack would be so funny.
And you could use it to light the cigarettes too.
Ooh, that's true.
This is a warning. This is a
Use the
warning. This is
sun.
what smoking can do to you. Is fucking mirror on the pack.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's your first.
fuck.
It's your first pack. You're like, oh god.
Oh, I should quit.
It makes
Oh,
Fatty
no.
quit.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
shit.
finally sees himself.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit! Never watched one of our
Yeah,
videos
shit.
back. Dang. I look like
Dang.
shit. I hate when somebody posts that picture of his teeth from 2021 and then now
It's so fucked up.
Uh,
It's so fucked up.
the world of difference. It looks like
He's probably still in the
it's like he
ICU.
soaked him at night in the tooth in the coke experiment.
The lonely loner soaks his teeth at night.
It's really difficult for me to see that. It's like that guy we watched on Sunday who the death of DEI and he's just got
Oh.
the two
Yeah.
Oh,
radiant
Dracula
teeth.
teeth.
Like, yeah,
that's the guy
and,
that I
ugh.
linked a long time ago. That
Yeah,
from
it is.
Ohio.
and it sucks, and I
He
hate
has
him.
The
And,
most disgusting apartment.
when we watch it, I have to bring up another screen because he talks with his mouth open, and I just cannot look. I just can't.
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
the guy who was talking about how Costco was using DEI to like import H-1B workers to work at the store. Just completely confused.
Prestige and H1B1.
Mm-hmm.
That guy he's got his mouth is maybe out of the worst out of everyone we watched because it looks like all of his shit looks like because it's broken off like with the nerves just hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at that point, just take the rest of him out.
Yeah.
I think it would be better to have no teeth than have one tooth.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do with that one tooth?
Because when he bites an apple, it looks like a silhouette of a Tetris game.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Oh, man.
Teeth are weird, though, because I've talked about it before, but even Canadians don't get free teeth.
Even Canadians have teeth. It's crazy.
Yeah, even Canadians have to take care of them.
That's interesting.
No, that's not true.
There is something now. It's means tested. So I have dental benefits now, so I haven't really looked into it. But I think if you make under 90,000 a year, you can get
That's good.
something.
That's good.
Some
That's
stuff
good.
subsidized. Yeah,
That sounds like perfect amount.
But that's gonna go away soon once Daddy Trump comes and
you're not getting anything, baby.
Through
you hear about the Gulf of Mexico,
policies.
right? He's changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Go.
Another
nice.
thing for the
Go.
dumbest Hawk Tua motherfuckers in the world to repeat over and over.
Yeah. People who, if you tried to explain to them tax policy or like tax brackets or something,
Or anything.
they would be like, what?
Or like how clouds are made, or like the earth not being flat, or
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you tell them, like, we're going to take the country next to us and it's going to be sick and you're not going to have to do anything.
the fact that all of us vaxtards are still alive.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen next year. Probably 2026 is anyone who got the vaccine, they're going to instantly drop dead.
If you tested me right now, you probably couldn't even tell I ever took the vaccine because it's been so long since I got a booster. But
I would just use a fake urine test.
Mhm.
I would just get some pee from the internet or like one of my friends who isn't vaxxed.
I got my booster.
Like the same place I get my unvaxxed sperm.
I think I got my booster in October, which is why you notice that I'm a little bit taller.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't get my booster. I really should have.
Yeah, you should have gotten a long
Damn,
time
I
ago.
really should have got my booster. Fuck. Yeah, I've been hoarding a lot of unvaxxed sperm. Unfortunately, I did get the first vaccine when it came out, but
Yeah.
since then I've just I've been buying it from other guys, and I'm gonna try to speculate on it.
Well, I have it's funny because I do have my T-shirt is covered in unvaxxed sperm from before I got my first vaccination. So I'm
Ooh,
wondering
that's
if
cool.
I can use that, like a fossilized record.
make sure the water's hot,
Mhm.
and then just run it over with a jar under it, like a pickle jar.
I think I've got some unvaxxed sperm from when I was a kid because I haven't changed my sheets in a long time.
Yo.
Try to bring your sperm water into the bank. It's gonna look like sea monkeys, but explain to them.
Mhm. I think I have a sock from when I was
Hold on,
14.
I just found a Victoria's Secret catalog from 2002, and I think
Here
I've
we
got
go.
some unvaxxed sperm. This might be worth something.
Telling the doctor that you have your unvaxxed sperm alive because they're eating sea monkey food. You bring in this jar
I've
of
been
green
feeding
water.
them.
I keep them in an aquarium.
My sperms.
Selling unvaxxed sperm on eBay or something, and it's just tadpoles.
Seaside Mark was a sperm that ate sea monkey food.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, hungry sperm.
hmm Oh,
Lush.
Just sitting in the balls, man. Like, I need something for the road. Like, I know I'm going to be able to eat food eventually, but I'm really hungry now.
That was nasty. Watching him just eat that whole trifle.
bro,
Like he ate 1,000-calorie trifle in like 3 minutes.
those fucking
That's a
eclairs.
lot.
And it was lush.
He's downed 6 of those eclairs in one sitting once, in like not even a long video.
Mhm.
And he gets done. He's like, well, "Breakfast fit for a king."
The
Lovely.
UK, that's why we're like this.
Lovely.
It's more their fault than any other country.
He's the most puzzling man. The pro Nigel Farage, pro immigration, pro Trump, alcoholic.
Yeah, he has the big stand-up thing of Trump. Like, it's one thing to support Trump, but you would think he would get a stand-up thing of someone else first.
Oh
Like
no,
someone from your country.
no, because
Maybe they
He's-
just don't sell those.
he said he doesn't like Tony Blair, but he wouldn't have the courage to tell him that to his face, which is also like so Mark.
Oh, okay. I like all the bad stuff Tony Blair did.
The
Mhm.
funniest thing Mark's admitted to in the past like 3 months is buying his high-vis jacket that he says lets him flow about the crowd and look like he's employed, so no one has any questions for him. It's so
That is a
funny.
pretty good bit.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I see someone walking down the street in a high vis jacket, now I think that they're doing
Yeah.
it
They
in
probably
marketing.
Yeah.
are.
It's
Sadly,
like
no
finding
one,
out that
pretending
people
to
fake
work.
having
no
a
one wants to
service
work
dog.
anymore. They just want to look like they are.
It is a good
Mhm.
like if you walk into a place with like a clipboard in a high vis jacket, you can get away with a lot.
And the truth is, he doesn't care, but he doesn't want people seeing him going into fucking Ladbrokes on a Tuesday morning
Mm-hmm.
if he's not working.
Well, like,
Yeah.
You know,
I'm there to fix the HVAC.
oh, he could just say he's there gambling, but they don't care if a working man's dropping a few bucks on the ponies.
Oh yeah.
If they know he's on bennies, they're gonna want to fucking like the people his age are gonna want to break his kneecaps. They
Yeah.
hate that shit.
Well,
While they sit
honestly,
at
it is
their-
just going back into
while
the
they sit at their
economy.
local pub doing basically the same fucking thing Mark did.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Like, no, I have a slightly more legitimate injury than fish odor syndrome.
Oh, or they're like, oh, I'm a pensioned veteran of the Falkland Islands War. Fuck you.
Yeah. Like that guy we
Floating
were
around
watching
in
yesterday.
the fucking Southern Atlantic for 2 years.
The guy who was ranting on his couch about Dan Crenshaw versus Cat Turd. And he was really mad. He was like saying Dan Crenshaw
the
is like
grumpy
a
vet.
fake veteran and like
Mhm.
you should never talk shit about Cat Turd. Cat Turd's fucking awesome.
He's gonna be banned from Twitch now. You can't say anything about Dan Crenshaw. That was one of Hassan's bans.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
told
he's
him-
cool.
When he told him when Hassan said a terrorist fucked his eye hole.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's cool. I think he has both of his eyes still. I think I like him. But the guy said eventually revealed that he was in the army in like 1982 and he got disabled during a training exercise. Like he was
Damn.
never even deployed. Like he's a disabled veteran from being in training in America.
I heard.
And it wasn't even, we weren't even at war at the time. And he's like, I fucking fought for your freedom, motherfucker.
I heard Dan Crenshaw had a bully in basic training, and he was doing the thing where he put his finger right next to his eye and then tapped his shoulder. And when he turned his head, it doinked him, popped his eye right out.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me bring my bully to basic training because I would
Yeah.
have to feed it and they would have to like put it in a crate.
My XL bully, he beats my ass.
XL
I wish I
bully.
didn't have this extra large bully that I bought. He whoops
Yeah.
my ass daily.
Spend $25,000.
Yeah, that's why the Brits are trying to ban those because kids are getting stuffed in lockers and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Look at
scary.
these extra large bullies in our schools.
Yeah. It's crazy they let dogs in school.
Well, they can't help. They force their way in. They're bullies.
Yeah. I don't want my kids going to school with a dog.
No.
Like you can call it segregation or whatever, but I'm sending them to private school if they have to go to school with a bulldog.
We're going to
I just
charter
don't think that's
school.
right.
Aaron, thoughts on who you hope to be the next king of Canada?
What are the conceivable options? There's Pierre Poulivier, who no.
Christia Freeland.
There's yeah, not her. And I think the other realistic one that's like wants to have liberal leadership
Darren
is
Fleury.
he's like some English guy. He like
From
did
England?
he's like well, no, he's like Canadian, but he worked in like English government as well and worked for a bank or some shit.
Oh, I forget his name.
One of the big evil banks.
Lloyd's Bank.
Yeah.
I hope it was Lloyd's Bank
Yeah,
because every
maybe
time I hear
that.
about Lloyd's Bank, I think Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, Lloyd's Bank.
Lloyd's Bank. It's like
50
Trader's Joe, but for
50
Lloyd
cent.
Banks.
Oh, it doesn't work that well with that one. 50
50,
cent.
50 cent.
Let's see.
Taking a big
here.
breath. 50 cent.
50 cent.
Mark Carney.
Yeah, I
Former
can't remember
Bank
his
of
name. He has
Canada
a
and
funny
Bank
name.
of
Oh, I
England
don't trust
governor.
carnies. I don't trust
Mhm.
carnies, man. They're always
Mhm.
just they smoke meth. They're
Uh,
probably preying on underage girls. They stink like fucking shit.
Yep. Aaron, how do you feel about Mr. Wonderful being the president?
I mean, he
kidding.
got seventh
Just
when he
kidding,
tried to
yeah.
get conservative.
Apparently, he's
Bro,
trying to buy
shit.
TikTok.
Oh,
He's
oh,
trying to buy
wow.
TikTok. That's his current thing, and that would be kind of funny, I guess. He would probably take off all the Shark Tank clips.
TikTok, you should buy a watch and notice his time's up.
Yo,
That's right.
just facts.
Yep, and so
you
is
should buy
ours.
another boat.
Yep.
So is
Nice,
ours.
Nice.
Yep, that was a nice segue into this.
Mm-hmm.
Segue.
Segue.
Yeah, I love Segus.
Guy just
Yeah,
reading
Let's
these
ride
words.
it off.
Shit, I fucked our script up.
Oh fuck!
Check out
Yeah, hold on.
Segways.
Oh, I'm on the
Check out
wrong page on the
Subway.
Google Docs.
Check out riding a Segway off a cliff.
Scrap it. Let's re-record.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, delete.
Yeah, we got to get the pronunciations right. This is really
It's embarrassing. Got
All right,
another
let's start
hour.
I can't
over.
believe this.
Yeah. All right. Undo record.
All right, next time we're
Right.
gonna remember that X was the name of the movie that Kid Cudi
Yep.
was in, and I'm not sure if we found out if his
Thank
penis was fake or real.
I like to think it was real.
Yeah, I think it's real.
Real
It's
nice.
real if I can suck it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the fake tits thing, but for a prosthetic penis. Hey, if I can suck it, it's real.
Real to me.
Yeah. Did Kid Cudi have a real penis or is it a bolt-on?
Both on.
Bolt on.
Did they give you a bolt-on?
I need a
Kid
bolt on.
Cudi's bolt on penis. All right.
Shout
check it
out
out.
to the company giving me a bolt on.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some bolt-ons. I'm not sure where I'm going to have them on my body. I think on my feet. Because sometimes my feet get tired and like